Hey guys, what's up? Shin0555 here, back with another drawing video. It is Sunday, so we're back drawing another video. And today's video we're going to be drawing Ellie from The Last of Us. Yeah, so Last of Us, this is the first game Ellie, so when she's like younger. And this video was requested by Derek Williams. Thank you so much for the request. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can draw Ellie by the end of this video. So, yeah, I actually copied her from, I think it was like an animatic, like, storyboard, like, concept art I saw, from The Last of Us, and, I tried to simplify it as much as possible so it could fit into this, like, 20-minute how-to-draw video. So, but yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Ellie here, we're going to draw a nice, decent sized circle. And keep it light. We're going to really just kind of gesture some things in right now. So keep it nice and light. So we're going to get a nice sized circle right about there. And then we can get the crosshairs. So you're going to get a line that kind of follows the circle down here a little bit. Kind of like this. Kind of going to go past this line. And then here, what we're going to do is get kind of like the head shape. So right here, we're going to get kind of like a little, almost like a little V or like a U. And then it's just going to go up here. And then it's kind of going to go out, and you get like, kind of like a dome. And this is just going to go over and then kind of up like this. So you should get like a shape that looks something like that. And I'm actually going to straighten this out a little bit. She's looking more towards the side here. And then her eye level would be about here. And we could gesture in her eyes too. So she's going to have one right here. And then another one right about there. Like that. And then her ear would kind of be on like this line here. Extend this up. Her ear would be somewhere around here. Like that. So it's pretty much good for the head we have. Now we'll just gesture in the neck real quick. So then the head's going to go down, and it's kind of going to go into this kind of like tube shape. And here is where we're going to really kind of gesture in some shapes. Nothing really solid, but she's going to have like a sleeve kind of about here, and it's going to go out. And then somewhere kind of like here, like this would be like the end of her sleeve. It's going to go up. That's going to kind of be where her arm is. Then she's going to have another, like her arm's going to extend out because it's like a short sleeve shirt, so you get to see more of her arm. This is going to be where her elbow is. You're going to get like another part that's going to go up here. And then you're going to get like kind of like her body. Kind of be something like this. And then you get a little bit more of like her other arm. And there's like kind of like a little gun thing right here. And she's also wearing like a backpack over here. And then she also has like a strap for the backpack. That's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. So I'm going to jump into detail here. And we're going to start with her face. And with her face, I actually like starting off with her nose. Her nose is actually a pretty decent starting point. So basically her nose is, we'll start about here and kind of curve it down, but her nose is going to go into like her lips here and then her jaw. So you'll see what I mean here. So basically what we're going to do, I like this eye placement, this one and this one's pretty good. So what we're going to do is kind of follow the curve of the eye here. So we're just going to kind of curve it over, and then it's going to go out like that. So you get like a nice kind of C shape. And then it's going to curve over and in. And you want to extend this out pretty far because this is going to be the edge of the face. So like judging like near the edge. So you just get a little bit here. So you want this to go out a little farther. And it's going to curve in. And now we're going to go straight into the lips here. So we got that curve. It's going to curve in. You get like a nice little C shape. Kind of similar to this one, but much smaller. And then it's going to go kind of bump in a little bit, so we get the top lip, then it's going to bump out slightly, kind of curve in, and then round off where her chin is here. So you get this kind of like weird, kind of like side face type deal. But once you get that down, you can kind of just round this off and just darken in the line and slightly curve it up at the end there. Like that. And now we're gonna, actually we can finish off her nose and her lips, why not? Her nose, to give it a little bit of depth, right here on this kind of curve, you could draw a curve line like this for the tip of her nose. And then you get a little, kind of, it almost looks like a comma, so it's like a curve line with a circle at the end of it for her nostril. You can kind of shade that in like that. And then here, I'm darkening this a little bit, and then here you just get a nice little curve line that kind of just hugs that line right there. And then for her lips, you're going to get a little bit of a dip in here, so it's going to dip in, kind of go over and out like that. And then at this kind of crease, you'll get like the line for her lips. And when you do her lips, or just lips in general, it kind of goes into like a V and then kind of connects right there. I'm going to darken in this a little bit, like that. And then just a nice little curve line at the end here to extend it. Like that. Alright, and now that we got this done, we could jump into her eyes next. So her eyes, I'm actually going to tilt the paper this way because it's slightly easier. So we got a pretty decent sized circle here and here, and they're kind of aligned pretty well. So what we're going to do here is, I like starting off at this corner right about here, and we're just going to draw a curve line that curves over like this around the circle. It kind of like wraps around the circle, and then it's going to curve up, and then we're just going to really make this line a lot thicker on this part, and as you get to here it gets a lot thinner, and you could shade this in like that, and you can kind of curve this around like that, and then we'll get the bottom of the eye here. And again, very similar to this line, it just kind of like wraps around the circle that we have here, like that. And then here, a little bit before this line ends, we're going to go a little bit before it here and draw a curve line like this. So that's one eye. And now for her eye itself, we could draw a nice kind of U shape, like this. You want to make it look like kind of like an oval, just because like we're seeing it on the side. And then you get a little light reflection right here. And then a nice little kind of oval in the middle here that you can shade in. Like that. And then pretty much the same thing on this side. But what we're going to do, and the thing with this eye is this eye kind of like starts the face shape here. So it's kind of important. So what we're going to do is start at the very edge here and just draw a curve line that kind of wraps around and in like that, and we're going to stop about there. And again, we're going to make this part thicker, and as it goes out it gets thinner, and you could shade all that in like that. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to get a nice kind of curve line that goes down about there, and then we're going to get a line that curves in like that. And now here we're going to draw another oval, like that. And now we're going to get a half circle for the light reflection, and then another little oval right here that we could shade in. And actually before we do that, we could draw on our eyebrows, and it'll kind of help with the face shape. So basically what we're going to do here for her eyelid, what you want to do is draw a curve line going up like that, and then a line kind of curving this way, so you get kind of like a little eyelid shape. And then about here, so past where this line is, so about right here, we're going to get a little curve line for the start of her eyebrow. And then for her eyebrow, it'll start about here, and it's just going to be this kind of curve. And then you're going to get kind of like a rectangle right here. It's going to curve up. And then go out over, kind of curve up a little bit like that. And now here she gets kind of like a little slice in her eyebrow, so you're going to start with another parallel line right there. And then just kind of draw the end of the eyebrow. And then you can shade this in as well. like that. And now this eyebrow, it actually follows this line pretty closely. So I'll start about here and just kind of curve over, kind of bump out here, and I'll probably end somewhere around there. But this is where we're going to draw the rest of the face in. So here for her top eyelid, we're going to start with a curve line right here and kind of wrap it in the eye. And then here it's going to kind of curve out, kind of hit the eyebrow here, and then just kind of curve up like this. And then here it's going to dip in just slightly and then go out for her cheek and then meet somewhere around like where her bottom lip is. Like that. So it just has a slight dip in, you're going to bump out for the cheek and then kind of curve into where the lip is. And it should line up with this jawline here like that. And I'm pretty happy with the eyebrow, so we can shade that in. Maybe if I'm looking at it, we might be able to lower this one, but it's good for now. So I can zoom out here. And now, little detail here that we could just add in right now since we're like talking about the side of the face is you get a little spike here for a hair. It's right under the eye. It's right there. So before we draw in her hair, we're going to do her ear. And her ear is pretty much this, where it's kind of curve line. You can straighten it about here, so kind of make it a little bit straighter than round. Then it curves out, and then just kind of in like this. And then for ear detail, it's just a curve line that curves over and in like that. So you get that line. And then this line will go out, kind of over and in like that. And then there'd be just a little one right there. So there's her ear. And now we could gesture in her hair. So her hair can kind of be broken down into kind of like 3 shapes really. So we're going to get this top shape. So it's going to be something like this. So we'll get a top shape right here like that. Then it'll bump out a little bit and then kind of go in right here. And then we'll have the back of her hair that kind of extends out and goes down about here. So that's a basic breakdown. And she also has like a ponytail, so it'd be, this is where her like ponytail is, and then her hair kind of goes out like that. But those are the basic shapes for it. So now we could just kind of do some detail. So where should we start? We'll start with this kind of bang, because kind of like a signature of Ellie, she has kind of like one bang that kind of goes out of place. So to draw that in, I'll start here, and we'll just draw a curve line going over and into a spike here like this. And now these don't have to be super exact, so you don't have to follow everything that I'm doing super exact, because it's hair, so you can kind of be loose with it. But you should go down here, we get a spike. And then here what we're going to do is basically get a curve line, and we're just have like a little gap here. And then a curve line that curves over like this. So basically if you were coloring this in, this would all be hair, and then you'd see this part would be skin. So there's like a little gap in between. And then once we got that down, now we could just kind of draw in some little bangs here. They kind of go off into a spike. You don't want to keep them so uniform, so you could have like a little bit of overlapping like this. So I have a spike here, this one kind of goes under that one, like that. I have a nice curve line in here, and we're going to draw another curve line that bumps out a little bit, kind of over, curve down, we'll get a spike. And again, you don't have to be super exact with this, and it's going to overlap the ear a bit. Like that. I'm going to extend out some of these lines just to make it look a little better. Maybe put like a line in the middle here. Like that. And we can erase any overlap. So we'll clean it up a little bit. And again, don't get too bummed out. As long as you're drawing shapes that look similar to this. And basically if you get like the key shape here, like the solid shape, as long as you put like little spikes at the end, you should be fine. In fact, this one's not even going to have spikes. This is pretty solid. If you want to, you can kind of add like a curve line in here just to show its hair. And then she does have a little spike here that just kind of goes out a little bit like that, because her hair is kind of messy because she's been like surviving in the Last of Us game. So now we got that, and now she has a ponytail. So to draw in the ponytail, the way I like to do it is we have like the center point where the ponytail is going to be the tightest, and from here what I like to do is just draw kind of like a curve line like this, and then just kind of bump lines going off of it like that. And then here we'll get like one here. Maybe this one will be tighter because it's tighter in the bottom. Kind of go out. Have a line kind of overlapping it. I'll curve down here into a spike. She has like a little bit of like uneven hairs at the back here. Just kind of curve up to where the ear is. Kind of erase some of this where her jaw is. Like that. And then just to finish off the hair here, what you could do is draw basically like a curved one that curves in, and another one about at the same length but don't have it touch in the middle. Then just draw another one right here. That's a pretty easy way to draw a band in. And then for the hair here, very similar to kind of this piece right here. We're pretty much going to do the same thing. So we're just going to go out, kind of a line curve in like this. I'll give it a little bit of like this little gap that we have here. I'll put one right here. Look something like that. Here that'll curve out, and then we'll have like another hair curving in like that. Another one curving in like that. Spike going out here like this. And if you want to, you can do this little trick where you draw, basically you draw like one spike. So you get like a spike right here, and then you start from the same tip and then draw a line going in. That's good to add when you have a bunch, so you don't have like a single spike line like this. You put like little lines at the edge of them. Helps break it up, really. Make it look less conformed. And then kind of like two curved lines right there for the ponytail. And that's pretty much her face. And this is the hardest part about drawing Ellie. Once you get that down, the rest is actually super easy. So basically for her neck here, what we're going to do is draw a curved line that goes down like this. And we'll get another one right here. If you want to, I know I added this in my inked version, you can add like a little bit of a shadow here, so you kind of make like a triangle, like where her jaw is and where her neck is, and you can kind of shade that in, because it's usually dark underneath, like right underneath the neck. That's usually a good place to add like a shadow. It helps it pop out a little bit more. And now here what we're going to do is draw basically a curved line that kind of wraps around the neck, kind of goes over and in like that. Then it's going to go down and curve in a little bit. Here you could shade this in black as well, if you want to, like the inside of her shirt, that'd be dark. And then just kind of curve down and in, like that. And now before we draw in this strap here, we're going to draw in her arm, because her sleeve's kind of in front of it. So to draw that in, we'll start about here, and just kind of, this line's pretty good, so we're going to draw a line going up, kind of curve it down and over, kind of curve it in, so you get kind of like this weird like oval shape. And at the edge here, you're going to draw a line going out, and then just kind of follow this shape that you have as it goes up. And now here we're going to basically get, well actually I'll start this end, so we'll just curve it over, kind of up. You want to keep this part kind of straight. And then when you get to the shoulder here, it'll go up, kind of dip in a little bit, kind of go in this way. And then we'll start about here, a little bit before this line, so we'll start about right here, and draw a line curving in and over. Start about here, draw it and curve it into the sleeve there, like that. And then we could get a kind of almost like a really long V or like an L shape. So you go one way and then kind of curve it. And then you can draw a little curve line right here, kind of connecting it, and just shade that in, just for a little bit of depth. And then here you can draw a curve line going over, up, and then kind of down for her sleeve. And now we could just actually finish off the arm here, because why not? Here we'll start and extend this arm out, And it'll kind of dip in slightly and then go out and then kind of make like a check mark like that. And then from this check mark, you get kind of like another one that bumps out and then check marks in like this. So you go up and check. And then you get like a nice little V right here, just to show like a fold in her shirt. And now here we're just going to keep it simple. It's just going to curve up. And we're just going to get a nice little curve line right here. We're not going to draw on her hand or anything. And then here we'll start, and this line's going to be rather straight. Kind of get to the elbow and kind of slightly curve up. And then in like that. If you want to, you can draw a little curve line right here just to show like where our elbow is. But once you get that down, we could shade in the inside of the sleeve here. And then this one too. So there's her arm. And now I'll zoom out a little bit. And now we could draw on her backpack. Her backpack's actually pretty simple. This is actually a pretty good gesture for it. So basically what we're going to do is kind of follow this. Just kind of refine it, darken in the line a little bit. And just make a nice long curve like this. And it's going to go down. And then here we're just going to hug that curve right here. And I'll meet in with the shoulder. That's fine. And then what you want to do is start here and just draw a very line that's very close and very hugs this shape here like that. To give it a little bit of depth. And to do a little detail, basically what we can do here is draw a line going across and then down. And then another one that hugs it very closely and then goes down. And then another set here, so we can draw a line going up. And then goes across. When you hit this line, it goes across. And then you draw another shape, or another line that follows this one and that one. So it gives it a little bit of depth, so you get a nice little strap. If you want to add some depth, you could draw a line going down here at the corner, like that, and kind of erase the overlap. So you get like a nice little V right here. Same thing on this one. Really helps make it pop out. And then we would see kind of the strap a little bit down here. So you get two lines very close to each other, and then like a third one. And then for the rest of her shirt, it's just a curved line. Super simple. And then her backpack, we're going to keep it real simple. It's a line going down, and then up, and then over. So you get kind of like almost like a lightning bolt. So you go down, up, over. Get a curved line right here. And then just to give it a little bit of depth, you just kind of follow this line, but you just draw it again right there. That's pretty much good for the simplified backpack. And now we could draw in the gun that she's holding. And again, we'll keep it simple. So basically what we're going to do is draw a line going up here. Kind of curve it over and then down like that. And now here we're going to get a line that bumps up a little bit and then goes straight down. And at the end here, we're going to draw a line that follows this line and kind of curves around and down. So you get like a nice long hook, or like a cane. And now here we're going to draw a line going over, straight, and then it's going to angle down and in like this for the gun. And then for the rest of her shirt, you just kind of get like a curve line right here, and then you get like a nice little bump. And maybe like a curve line right here too. Like that. But that is pretty much how you draw Ellie from The Last of Us. Again, I try to keep it simple, like simplify the details and stuff like that, just to make it fit into like this small little 20-minute video. But I will put the sketch that I just did right up here. Hopefully it'll stay, and it looks like it will. And I'll put the drawing that I just did beforehand, and there you have it. So, yeah, that's pretty much how you draw Ellie from The Last of Us. Again, it's a little challenging. I definitely say look at a reference before drawing. But it's honestly not too bad. And I actually really like this style. I like the shadows that I added. So I definitely suggest you add the shadow like under her neck, in her sleeve, and like kind of like behind her shirt. It really helps it pop out, especially if you're just like sketching. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again, Derek Williams, for the request. If you guys have requests, feel free to leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name and what you requested, and then on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. I just kind of want to feel like drawing that day. So anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the bell, All that stuff helps me out, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.